The biggest rivalry in the sport brings the first clash of the year between the G&B Nottingham Panthers and the Sheffield Steelers to the arena here in Nottingham. The crowd starting to build up for what promises to be a cracking night of action. And while the Steelers have yet to get into their own barn because of ice leaks underground, they have won all of their competitive games so far, with the Fretta Thorny line taking the limelight so far. The G&B Panthers lost Robert Farmer to injury this week, and David Clark isn't yet back from surgery. Chris Higgins is still out, Nathan Robinson plays, Mark Lee is still getting rehab also. So there's a big crowd coming into the arena here for a big game. Challenge Cup action between the 5 times in a row champions, the Nottingham Panthers, and the yet to win this trophy, Sheffield Steelers. It's got an edge, and when the lights come on, it's gonna be good.
National Centre in Nottingham, the first of a few meetings between the Panthers and the Steelers almost set to go here. Our referee this evening for this Challenge Cup game is Dean Smith down there at centre ice, just the 3 officials on the ice tonight. The Panthers in the black jerseys with a bit of red and gold trim. The Steelers in the white shirts, the black shorts, and the white socks with a bit of orange trim as well. Robert Farmer, the Panthers forward, joins us on commentary as well. Plenty to come from him throughout the evening as we are set for the opening face-off. It will be Bruce Graham to take it for the Panthers. Just point to where he wants it on that Panthers tooth, the logo at centre ice. And we are underway up against Michael Thorny for the Steelers. And the Steelers quickly fire it down the ice. No icing call. And Cody Wild helps it around the end boards. The first meeting between the teams this season, as I mentioned, Panthers in Challenge Cup action, standalone Challenge Cup action as they try to bring the puck forward here with Jacina over the line. First shot of the game perhaps on Doyle, makes the stop and holds on, and straight away we have a bit of pushing and shoving, and that's the edge that you get in Panthers-Steelers games, Robert Farmer.
Yeah, it's obviously a big rivalry and the fans buy into it, and yeah, it's an exciting game to play in, so everyone will be pretty amped up today, I'm sure. How
much fun are these to play in?
Oh, a lot of fun. I mean, look around, it's a great setting, and it's loud in the building. It's fun, a lot of fun to play in.
Well, face-off will come to the left of Frank Doyle, the returning Steelers netminder in the white mask. Panthers have won the draw, back with Landry down at the hash marks and trying to be backhanded in by Barroom. It's behind the net with Robinson. He's got quick hands, quick feet, trying to find a way in front. Robinson holding it into the corner. Wheeling out to the blue line, drops it back in for Lakovic. Panthers getting the cycle going. Here's Barroom shooting, blocked by the legs of the Steelers player. Sheffield will try to hit on the break. Lakovic comes across as well. Picked up by Robinson over the blue line, waits for some support. Robinson sees it knocked away his stick by Gord Baldwin, the Steelers defenseman. Played down the ice. And over the line, hybrid icing, so the whistle goes very quickly. And minute and 3 in, no goals. Robert, Nottingham made a good start here.
Yeah, that's a great start. I mean, especially in this rink, they want to come out hard, and that's a great offensive zone shift to start the game off.
So another face-off to the left of Frank Doyle. Steelers have won their other Challenge Cup games so far this season. That was away in Cardiff. It's their first visit to the National Ice Centre since they won the playoff final here. That's a bad check on the Panthers player. I think it's Jonathan Boxall who got rammed into the boards face first, and that'll be a penalty against the Steelers. First power play opportunity of the night for Nottingham.
It's a perfect start, really. We want to get on the power play. We've got a lot of skilled guys, so that's the one area we want to take advantage of tonight.
It's Gord Baldwin who's going to sit, one of the returning Steelers defensemen. So another face-off to the left of Doyle as well. Panthers to the power play then. We've played a minute and 11 seconds at the National Ice Centre. Tonight's game sponsored by FM Sulafix. Steelers win the puck, backhand it down the ice. Kowalski controls side of his net. Gives it to Wild. Wild waits for the play to develop ahead of him. Bounces off the skates of Maxime Perron for Nottingham, but they'll keep possession. Graham over towards Jacina. Gives it back for Wild. Pedestrian pace for Nottingham for the moment. Maybe it'll quicken now they're in the zone. Here's Benedict for Nottingham. Slides it to Wild. Wild with the blast. High and wide, but bounces to Jacina's stick, far side. on the hash marks. Jacina waits for things to develop. Jacina rolls it back up to Wild. Wild switches it to Graham. Over to the far side, back for Benedict in the slot, shooting wide on the short side. Might have deflected off a defenseman. Panthers still with pressure. Benedict down low, squeezed at the side of the net. It'll pop out of the zone, but that's a good shift, Robert.
Yeah, it's important on the first power play. You get some momentum, and that's a great chance for Benny. That's great passing, and that'll give him some momentum, hopefully.
Still a minute to go on the penalty to Baldwin. Panthers in a bit of trouble here, perhaps. Steelers have won the puck. They've speculatively thrown in a goal with Michael Thorny, and they've kept it in the zone now up at the blue line with Dustin Cohn. It's behind the net where Kowalski goes to play it. Panthers won't need him. It's sprung towards Boxall. It's going to roll through the blue paint, and that'll be an icing call against the Panthers. Just the first little sign of danger from the Steelers, short-handed.
Yeah, I mean, it just came off a turnover, but it's an easily rectified play, and I'm pretty happy. Corey will be happy with the start so far, and I think, yeah, we're looking good.
Still 36 seconds to go on the penalty to Baldwin. Panthers have won the face-off in their own end. And Wild rolls it around toward Robinson. Robinson backhands it out of danger, but Dowd is chasing. He's going to set up a chance here. Kowalski out to the edge of the paint to block the shot. I think it was Colton Fretta who got it away. Shot from Craig Kowalski, and Panthers just not able to break out of their zone for a moment. This is a much changed Steelers team, of course. Plenty of new names on the roster, the likes of Cullen Eddy, Michael Thorny, Matthew Roy. There are a few familiar faces, not least Jonathan Phillips, now reinstated as captain. Panthers still on the power play here for another 15 seconds or so. Here's Lee over for Benedict, snaps it over to Perron. He controls it into the zone. Flipped forward by Graham. Graham again from Benedict, looking for the play to develop ahead of him. Back up to the blue line, rammed towards goal, came off the netminder, I think, but Panthers can't get on the rebound, and Steelers will bring it away down the ice. Back to full strength now. Drop towards Fretta. He's challenged by two Panthers. Keeps the puck at his feet. All he can do then is fire it into the zone where Jacina can control for Nottingham. Keeps it away from Robert Dowd. The Panthers are going away again down the left-hand side. Lee gets pushed into the linesman, but pushes the puck into the zone. And Sheffield will try to settle and start things off. Didio Meaty is out there for them, former Cardiff man, of course. The Gerald Adams connection. Panthers over the line with Lakovitz, flips it to the far side. Great pass, great shot away as well from Chris Lawrence. Doyle is equal to it. A really pretty play from Lakovitz, and a good shot away from the bearded Chris Lawrence. It's been a pretty even first 4 minutes, but Panthers probably on top, Robert.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this line with Lakovitz and Robertson so quick, and they're always going to create chances, and obviously we had a good chance on the power play there, so I think, yeah, it's been a good start, and just need to keep the momentum going now.
Bit of a delay where the linesman has a conversation down on the penalty box below us. I always wonder the early season games between Panthers and Sheffield. Does it take a bit of time for the kind of the dislike to brew between the two teams, or do you get straight into it?
Well, especially for like someone I know the rivalry, you don't need that. The new guys maybe they're not so aware of it, but it doesn't take long. I mean, you play them so many times, right? So it's the same with everybody. You play them so many times, you develop that rivalry, and this one's obviously got that little bit of extra.
We're still waiting. There's a bit of confusion as to exactly what the delay is, I think, down on the ice. Yeah, I think the problem, as you can see on your screen, is the glass down below. It's been rectified now. Yep, just put the bit of plastic back on top of, in between the two panes of glass. It's not what you want. It kind of sucks the life out of the game, doesn't it? Only 4 minutes in when you have a break like this.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously the home crowd's a huge advantage for us, so we want to keep them in the game, and obviously that's play as quick as possible and make sure they stay in it.
Well, it's turning into an episode of DIY SOS at this point, down at ice level. The linesman hasn't managed it, the referee hasn't managed it. We'll get a rink official out there to try and sort it. Feel free to fast forward through this bit when you when you watch things back. We can get underway now. Round of applause for the gentleman down there. Steve, our cameraman's a big fan. And eventually we're ready to go. Panthers win the draw. Back to the blue line. Here's Oakford throwing it towards goal, where it's gloved by Doyle. Sam Oakford, the signing from Bracknell this summer. A sports journalism graduate from Southampton University as well. And he's told to stay out there on the ice for this second face-off, this time to the left of Doyle. Boxall's ready for the quick shot at the top of the circle. Perron's not won the draw this time. Panthers might get the second opportunity, and then Thorny got his stick in the way, and the Steelers will break out and fire it into the corner. Bounces strongly off the end boards. Oakford does well, gets it out of the zone. Cone almost jumps on by Brian Schmidt. He gets it at the second attempt and snaps it over for Oakford. Oakford off the boards, tipped by Boxall. Bouncing loose to a Steelers defenseman. It's Eddie up to Thorny at the blue line, a mile offside. Linesman gives the call, and it's all been a bit stop-start for the first 4.5 minutes. Still no goals. Panthers Steelers. Game sponsored tonight by FM Sudafix.
Yeah, I think that first goal is really important. I think it'll be a cagey start, and then hopefully I think the first goal will have a big say in who wins the game.
Panthers winning the draw clean with Bruce Graham. It's Landry on the near side. Now Barroom helped into the zone by Graham. Jacina chasing after it. Forced his man to lose his footing, but the Steelers will bring it out. Here's Phil Hill. Watched all the way by Landry. Benedict is back. Kowalski is out of his net to play the puck and does well. Help to head now for Benedict, who's got Graham with him. Graham has it. Feathers it back through towards Benedict. It's diverted into the corner by Doyle as Benedict goes crashing into the boards behind the play. Jacina, Barroom battling in the corner against a couple of Steelers. The puck squirms free and it'll be picked up in the corner by Jonathan Phillips, the Steelers captain. He's held up and forced to the floor by Landry, I think it is, down there. Graham is back defending. Steelers have wrapped it off the end boards. Bounces off the lip of the boardings on the far side. Graham plays it to himself off the boards. Now up to Landry. Landry fires it. Doyle out to the edge of the blue plane and claims it. But another decent little spell of pressure.
Yeah, I think early in the game we've been very good in the offensive zone and got a few shots off, and hopefully one of them goes in. Bit of traffic in front of the net maybe.
Well, that's your job, isn't it?
One of them.
Panthers are without a few bodies tonight. Robert Farmer, of course, who's sitting alongside, but Mark Lee, David Clark out as well this evening. Chris Higgins is another who's out injured at the moment. So a few bodies that would be in the lineup. Steelers have the puck here, goalless after 5.5 minutes at the National Ice Centre. Here's Didio Meaty, backhands it over to the forward Daryl Hay. It's going to bounce to the Steelers at the blue line, blocked by the legs of Lakovic, picks it up, gets it ahead for Robinson. Maybe see some of that speed. Lakovic, it's a 2-on-1. Robinson gives it to the trailing man, which is Steve Lee. He couldn't get his feet sorted. And here comes Steelers the other way. Latchlip drills it. Kowalski makes the save, got the pad out, got the glove out as well. It's a good stop from Craig Kowalski after Nottingham had a great chance at the other end, Robert Farmer.
Yeah, it was an odd man rush for us, and Nathan Robertson made a nice pass. It just didn't work out, and the speed they're a fast team and they came straight back at us, and it was a good save by Killer.
Cone has the puck for the Steelers off the face-off. A bit of a miscommunication with his defensive partner, Cullen Eddie. And they're battling in the corner. Perron back there. Steelers come out with it. Up to the top of the circle. Deflects into the corner. It's Jason Hewitt, the bearded Jason Hewitt. And that's an understatement. Puck bouncing loose in the corner. Nice play between the legs from the Steelers, but it is going to bounce free for Boxall, who fires it high off the glass all the way over to the far side. Perron is tied up. Oakford is there as well. The Panthers trying to work it free. Steelers holding on the boards. Bounces out right on top of the referee, Dean Smith, who's getting pushed and shoved, and Panthers have got it as far as Evan Mosey. Now flipped into the zone by Boxall. Doyle controls. Both teams finish up a line change. 7 gone, no goals. Hewitt can't control at the blue line. He'll get a second attempt. Steelers offside for the moment. Gives Baruba a second to compose himself. He'll get it down the ice towards Bruce Graham, who starts the legs moving, fires it. This time it's Nottingham who are offside. Face off outside the Steelers zone. It's won by Sheffield. Michael Thorny it was. Panthers offside again as Lawrence knocked it quickly back into the zone. Game just needs a bit of spark, an incident or a chance or a goal even, doesn't it?
Yeah, like I said, I think the first goal is so important in these kind of games. I mean, nobody wants to give up the first goal and give you such a great start. I think it will be a cagey start, and nobody wants to influence the game for the other team in any way. So
Steelers have possession, bringing it down the left wing, helped into the zone by Didio Meaty. Kowalski plays it, wraps it high off the glass, bounces off the joining between two panels, and Nottingham might be away with Jacina. Nice play over the line, dropped it for Benedict, who didn't seem to be aware of things, was watching the play in front of him. And now he'll have to try and battle to win it back. It's Baldwin back there, bringing it away for Sheffield. Chip down the centre of the ice. Kowalski out to play again. Kowalski round the boards. It's been very active tonight, the Panthers netminder, in coming out of his goal. It's missed here. Dowd's pass is loose. Doesn't find Latchlip, and Lee will have it for Nottingham. Both teams changing a couple of bodies.
It's so important, Killer playing the puck back there. Helps the D out so much and gives us such a huge advantage because no other goalie in the league plays the puck like Killer. It's like having an extra defenseman back there.
Steve Lee for Nottingham. Now Cody Wild. Nice play from Robinson. Pokes it ahead to himself and gets it back and has some room for Steve Lee. Maybe he'll fire one towards goal. Instead, he threaded it towards Lawrence at the back post. Lawrence battles in the corner, almost able to win it back. Knocked away from Lakovitz. The Steelers will try to come with 3. Feathered across goal. It was from Hill in the end. Wide of the mark and now helped back towards Nottingham's goal. Blocked by Wild, who then lost his footing, and Robinson has it for the Panthers. He's slammed into the boards as he makes the pass. And again, both teams going for a line change. There's a penalty coming actually against Sheffield. That's why Panthers are taking their time. Steve Lee keeps the puck. Craig Kowalski's gone to the bench, so it's 6-on-5. Helped down the boards. And then drilled into the boards is Mosey, I think. Whistle goes immediately. Maybe this is the spark moment we talked about. Both sets of players coming together down on the ice. Penalty is coming.
Second power play coming up now. Power play is very important tonight. 5-on-5, the teams match up very well, so it's who takes advantage of these situations better, I think.
Now you guess from the bid that it's Jason Hewitt, but it's not. It's Matthew Roy. So a few bids on show in the Steelers team. We hope that Robert Farmer's not auditioning for the Sheffield side with his facial hair as well.
No, not me.
Panthers on the power play then. Wild drills a shot, saved by Doyle. Perron is buzzing around the net and not able to get there. Graham goes shoulder to shoulder. Picked up again by the Panthers. Over to Wild once more. Cody Wild. Panthers trying to find the opportunity. Wild gets it again. Has Benedict with him. Bruce Graham now down low. Opportunity to play it to the back post. Instead goes back for Wild. He'll fire it towards goal. Came off a stick in front. Panthers trying to find the shot. Trying to find the opportunity. Wild wants it again. He's going to get it off a Steelers man. Plays it back out to the far side. Graham goes for the shot. Didn't get it away properly with the Steelers player right on top of him. Here's Benedict. Steelers killing well at the moment. Here's Graham trying to control things. Back up to Wild. Minute gone already on the penalty. Benedict drills it straight on the chest of Doyle. Good puck movement from Nottingham. Bit one pace maybe, but they can't find a way through.
Well, it's a great power play. Like I said, the power play is so important for the momentum, because if you have a bad power play, it changes the momentum of the game, and if you can pass around, keep their penalty kills out there for a long time, it can, even if we don't score on a power play, it keeps the momentum for a couple of minutes after it.
Well, 10 minutes gone. Panthers have started the brighter, started the better. No goals to show for it yet, though. They've won a face-off here and won it cleanly. Here's Robinson for Nottingham. Down to the hash marks. Steelers box up again. Lee. Lawrence drills it wide of the mark. Bounces loose to Robinson again. In the corner, up to Lee. Lawrence wants it once more, gets it. Back to Steve Lee, to Robinson. Robinson all the way across to Lawrence, who let the shot go once more. This time it's blocked by the body of Baldwin, and as Boxall try to get there, Steelers clear it down the ice. Kowalski with the quick pass, up for Robinson. Robinson into the zone, urged on by the supporters. Robinson all the way across the slot. Boxall couldn't get the shot away, and it comes out as far as Panthers once more. Schmidt has it. 10 seconds to go on the penalty to Roy. Ahead for Jacina. Jacina tries to dance in at the blue line. Gets over the line. Mosey adjudged to have taken a stride too early. Panthers offside. Roy about to come out of the box. But it's a good opportunity. It's a good power play, Robert. Yeah,
some great chances, and that's what you look for on the power play, create some chances, and I'm sure get a couple more opportunities on the power play. One or two are going to go in.
Boxall puts pressure on. Roy's out of the box. Puck is in the Nottingham end. Two men go flailing to the ice. Penalty coming once more. Holding is the call. I think it's going against Sheffield again. It's the Steelers box that is opening, and well, the implication from the Steelers player is that the Nottingham man Schmidt went down a bit too easily there. It's Jay Latchulip who's had the seat. And it's an offensive zone penalty that his coach isn't going to be happy with, Robert Farmer.
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows, and throughout the years, obviously you haven't really seen this year, but we have a notoriously good power play, so I'm sure teams don't want to come in here and take a lot of penalties, so I'm sure that's something that they'll want to sort out when after the period.
Well, Steelers' bodies are flying all over the ice as they try to get the puck away. Here's a penalty coming against the Panthers. So we're going to be 5-on-5 for a moment as the Steelers break out down the ice. Shoved off the puck by the Nottingham defenseman. Referee blows the whistle, I think, before the puck had been touched. And now we have a bit of a coming together with Hewitt and Maxime Perron for Nottingham. Interference is the call. And it's Bruce Graham who will have a sit down for Nottingham. So the power play didn't last very long, 17 seconds in all. And we're back to even-handed. We'll go 4-on-4 for the next minute 43. So it's Landry, Barroom, Lawrence and Mosey for Nottingham. It's Lawrence winning the draw. Barroom bringing it out, got in a bit of trouble. Opportunity might be there for Fretta. It's back to Cone, over to the far side. Shot is deflected wide. Panthers making work for themselves here. Mosey does enough to force the mistake, and Cone has to bring it back to the Steelers' blue line. And then he wins the puck, Moses. Good play. Back to Barroom. Ahead for Robinson. The speedster, he turns away from one Steelers player, knocks the puck up the boards, and will try to get past the second and does well. Then button hooks at the blue line, gets some support. Will come back for him, Robinson. Mosey's gone toward the net. Robinson holding on. Robinson still, he keeps the puck beautifully. Rolls it towards the net, picked up by Mosey. He will wheel around the zone. Back for Steve Lee. Lee drills it up on the pads of Doyle. Still there for Robinson, perhaps on the backhand. Doyle jumps on it, second attempt. And now there's pushing and shoving, and maybe this is the spark point that we wanted. I think it's Mosey involved. He was shoved into the cage, tries to give a bit back, and everyone engaging down behind the Steelers' net. What do you make of it, Robert Farmer?
Well, it's a dangerous play by that player there, and we don't have a necessarily tough guy. We've got a lot of team toughness with pretty close team, so guys like Steve Lee jumping in.
Well, the referee content to say that was dealt with there and then on the ice. So we're still 4-on-4 for another 42 seconds, and Sheffield will get their man out of the box, and they will have a short power play, just 18 seconds or so. Face off outside the Steelers zone. Steelers going to bring it away with Thorny. Shot is blocked away by Kowalski. Good save again. Here's Jacina, settles it down and brings it forward over the blue line. Jacina keeps it, has to come out the zone. Keeps possession nicely back to Oakford. Panthers bring it forward again with Wild. He will shoot high and wide. Oakford scrambles to keep it in the zone. He does well. It's behind the net, missed by lack of it, so he'll go to chase it. Up against Mark Thomas, GB teammate. Now Sheffield to bring it away as Panthers go for a line change. Here's Matthew Roy, shoots, deflected up high into the netting. With Jay Latchlip about to come out of the box. On his feet and ready down below us. And Sheffield will have 17 seconds of power play time. Face off to the right of Kowalski. He's quickly out of his net to help play the puck. Bounces it around the boards. It's deflected off a Steelers stick and up into the Panthers bench. So that will eat away a few more seconds and a few more seconds of this short Steelers power play. Still goalless. Tonight's game sponsored by FM Sudafix. Panthers 0, Steelers 0 at the National Ice Centre. Of course, Sheffield don't really have a home rink at the moment. The ice plant at the Sheffield Arena broken down, so they can't play there. Ice Sheffield is their home, at least temporarily, as the Steelers bring the puck out of their zone. And Nottingham get back to full strength. The Steelers over the line, and they've got a man coming back post. That was the pass towards Latchlip. Fires it off the side netting. Second attempt. Panthers will get it out, and they're back to full strength as well. It's ahead to Landry. Graham is back out there and following in. It bounces off the front of the cage. Jacina takes it behind the net. Throws the brakes on in the corner. It's picked up there by Graham. Graham now and Jacina trying to get it out. It's popped up over the glass. And I think Jacina and Graham are asking if that's a delay game penalty.
Yeah, I think Brucey thinks he chipped it out there, but I couldn't see from here, so I have no idea. I'm sure Brucey's right, though.
So back on the way, Panthers forced out of the zone. With Landry, Barroom up towards Perron. Bounces over to this near side. Panthers on a delayed offside, but they'll get the puck back. Here's Boxall near side. Boxall chips it ahead. Perron meets the shoulder of Saric and loses his footing. Didio Meaty brings it away for Sheffield, who are over the line. They might get an opportunity here. Shot is wide on the short side. Phil Hill might get it back up to the blue line. Thrown towards goal. Saved by Kowalski once more. Was looking for the deflection in front. Mosey goes shoulder to shoulder. Steelers with another chance. Again denied by Kowalski. Here's Hill. This is Sheffield's best passenger play so far. Didio Meaty with it. Steelers looking to change behind the play. It's won by Nottingham. Controlled nicely by Barroom. And it's Panthers' turn to go for a line change. Steve Lee now. Lee waits behind the net, gives it to Wild. Thrown ahead for Lawrence. Lawrence backhanded in for Robinson to chase. Robinson gets there comfortably. Now what can he do in the corner? He's pushed off it initially. Almost won it back second attempt. Sheffield bring it away. Here's Matthew Roy down the near side. Now Cone throws it back towards the blue line, but A Panther stick was in the way, and here's Lakovic. Lakovic has got Robinson with him. Lakovic holds on himself and shoots, and Doyle helps it up over the top. Chipped out of the zone. Controlled by Wild. Wasn't sure where the puck was for a moment. Got it ahead for Robinson. He'll drop it into the zone as Panthers go for a line change. Benedict trying to win it. It's punched out of the zone in the end by the Steelers man, and they're over the line. Latchulet bounces it off the back of the net, off the boards. Graham back there defending. Won by Sheffield. Might be a chance out in front. I think that one ringed off the pipe and bounces away. Still goalless at the National Ice Centre. 4 minutes to go in the first. Tonight's game sponsored by FM Sulafix. Oakford behind the net. Schmidt to bring it away for Nottingham. Over for Graham. Graham helps himself to it up the boards and gets held up by Darryl Hay down there. Collision in the corner. Steelers trying to bring it away. Shoulder put on by Mosey back there. Chipped into the zone for Boxall. Mosey going for another one, urged on by the crowd. Ties his man up, arm comes up from the referee immediately. And that's a cross-checking call on Evan Mosey. And it was one of those that looked like the referee had decided he was going to call it before he called it, because no sooner had contact been made, and Mosey goes to the box, and Robert Foreman, Nottingham will have to do some work on the penalty kill.
Yeah, I mean, that's an unlucky penalty. Mo's had a great physical shift. It's a bit unfortunate, but sure, we're confident we can kill off the penalty, and then we'll get back to work.
Nottingham got a short-handed goal last week, if memory serves correctly, so they'll fancy their chances as well. 3:03 to go in the period, still goalless. Robert Farmer alongside Owen Bradley tonight in the commentary box. Sheffield are going to be throwing out the face-off in the zone. It's Thorny who is thrown out. Matthew Roy comes in instead. Puck bounces free for the Steelers. It's Eddie. Fretta with it. Over to the far side. Puck bounces over the stick of Cone. Back to Fretta this side. Bounces off Kowalski, off the shoulder. Good positioning from the Panthers netminder. And Lawrence is able to knock it down the ice. Panthers go for a change. Here comes Sheffield again. Over the blue line. Thorny near side. Drills it. Saved by Kowalski. Another solid stop. 30 seconds gone on the penalty. Steelers will just about win the draw. Here's Dowd. Might get an opportunity. Flashes wide on the short side. Up to Hay at the blue line. Over to the far side. Hay wants it back. It's fired towards goal instead, where it's blocked by the foot of Steve Lee. Panthers need to get this one away, but it bounces into the corner instead. Sheffield have the puck. Fired towards goal. Deflects off a Nottingham stick, and Lee helps it out. Good killing from Nottingham again. Minute gone on the penalty to Evan Mosey. Sheffield 5-on-4 at the moment. Bruce Graham leads the penalty kill. Landry finishes his hit on Baldwin. Kowalski tries to fire it out the zone. Gets a nice deflection off the boards, and Benedict can hold it and fire it back, and it's underneath a couple of bodies. Panthers digging away. Benedict gets it up, only as far as the blue line. Here's Baldwin. Chance for the shot. Wide on the short side again. Ambitious attempt to bank it in off Kowalski from Sheffield, and it's up to the blue line where Baldwin can't control, and it pops out of the zone. 20 seconds to go on the penalty. Just a minute and 20 in the period. Still goalless. Sheffield maybe fancy getting one more chance. Thorny. Backhanded across, saved by Kowalski, and the second opportunity is wide. Best chance of the game, probably that for Sheffield, but Kowalski equal to it. And the rebound fired wide of the net as Mosey comes out of the box. Play not away just yet as Mosey has to pick it up as well to fake out the defenseman and himself. And it's up to Robinson, who bursts past one man. Robinson throwing across the crease. Mosey involved again, loses his footing, goes down, looks to the officials. Sheffield have brought the puck into the Panthers zone. Overskated perhaps by Fretta, then feather towards goal where Kowalski makes a good couple of stops and Nottingham can bring it out. Here's Mosey. Great pass for Boxall. Boxall down the left wing, back for Mosey. Mosey gets the shot away, Doyle just about holds on. A frantic period of possession for both teams. Great chance for Sheffield, good opportunity for Nottingham as well. Game's come to life a bit, Robert Farmer.
Yeah, definitely getting sped up, and that suits players like Mosey. He's so quick and get up and down the ice like he can. It really suits some of our players, and you see there he had a good chance to score, and Robbo had a good chance to score just before him. So it's really we'll see how it goes.
And you can feel that life in the building as well as the face-off will come to the right of Doyle. Lawrence to take it for Nottingham, who win it. Drilled by Wild straight at the Steelers netminder. He holds on. And we'll do it all over again with 21.6 seconds to go in the period. Lawrence to take the draw again. Wins it clean. Back for Wild. Over for Lee. Panthers will maybe get one shot away. Lee banks it behind the net. Picked up there by Robinson. Robinson trying to dance out of the corner. Gets it back for Wild. He will drill it. Hits a Sheffield man. Helped into the corner by Doyle. Good net mining from him. And as Sheffield bring it away. And that will do us for the opening period. Brief thought, Robert Farmer.
Yeah, I think both teams will be pretty happy with what's going on, I think. And definitely in the balance of the game. I think the early power plays, perhaps Nottingham would have liked to have got one, but I'm sure they're set for the next period.
The thoughts of Robert Farmer at the end of this first period. An interesting opening 20 minutes at the end of it. Panthers 0, Steelers 0. Here we go then, welcome back for the second period of tonight's game. Panthers 0, Steelers 0 after the first. A Challenge Cup game between Nottingham and Sheffield. Don't forget, Panthers, the defending champions once again in this competition. Owen Bradley and Robert Farmer in the commentary box for you this evening. Teams have swapped ends, of course. Panthers will go from right to left as we look at it in this second period in the black jerseys. Bruce Graham just drifting into your shot there. And Steelers in the whites. We'll start things off with Michael Thorny in the face-off circle. Graham wins the draw, and we're back underway. Cody Wild controls it off the boards. Turns away from one man. His pass down the ice is deflected, and Roy will jump on it. Tries to drive down the outside, puts the brakes on, trying to dangle past Lee. Fires it towards goal, bounces off the legs of the defenseman Wild, and onto Kowalski. Did enough to make the stop. Steelers with some early pressure. Thorny in the corner. Up to the blue line for Eddie. His centering feed deflected into the corner. Wild and the Steelers man collide. Both men lose their footing. Jacina takes it behind the net. And bounces it off for Wild. Behind the net for Lee this time. Off the boards for Jacina, and Nottingham will get it out of the zone up towards Benedict. Sheffield trying to come again. Off the line change. Flipped into the zone. Didio Meaty checked by Graham. Sheffield completing a line change. Swat, a shoulder swung at Lee. Panthers have got it ahead for Graham. Now Robinson down the left wing. Button hooks, keeps his momentum going forwards. Here's Lakovitz side of the net. Might get it back. Instead it's bouncing for Lee. Gives it to Robinson. Robinson for Lakovitz. Up to Barroom at the blue line. Throws it wide of the net. A couple of Panthers players lose their footing. And it's helped out of the zone. Here's Landry for the Panthers now. Ahead for Lawrence. Snaps it over for Robinson. Gives it back to Lawrence. Lawrence over for Lakovitz. Far side in front of the Panthers bench. Flips it into the corner. No stoppages in the opening 2 minutes of this second period. Sheffield have it again. Bounces off Landry. Important interception. Now behind the Panthers net. Intercepted by Landry once more. And up for Lawrence. He's checked but got the puck away. Panthers 2-on-2 for the moment. Here's Mosey snapping his shot. High off the Glass behind the net. It's bouncing loose. Still no stoppages in this second period. Hill, Hewitt. Saved by Kowalski. Knocked into the corner by Schmidt. Did well. Puck still loose and picked up by Sheffield again. Might be an opportunity in front. Phillips can't control it. Pressure from the Steelers at the start of this second period. Mosey now feathers it away. Chases on for Perron, who will get there. Can't win the puck though, but keeps the play alive. Boxall on the backhand, flung it out in front looking for Mosey. Now Sheffield perhaps will get a chance going the other way. Here's Phillips over the line. Mosey gets back in as well, but it's still bouncing through. And eventually Kowalski back in his blue paint has to make the stop. A frantic start to the second. Still goalless between the Panthers and the Steelers. Interesting first 3 minutes, Robert Farmer.
Yeah, I don't think the first minute was how we wanted to come out, but we seemed to regroup and we got into it. And good chance there, and we just missed. Boxer made a nice play there. He just missed Mosey, and that would have been a really good opportunity to score.
Long passages of play like that, does you become more and more prone to mistakes the longer play kind of goes on like that?
Well, I think especially the second period, because you have the long change, right? So you're trying to get off. It does open up, and especially for us, that's Killers again such a big advantage, because with the long change, he can hit guys up here, and yeah, long passages of play usually mean maybe a bit more open, a few more chances.
Well, both teams did get half chances at least. Sheffield maybe have one now, but Wild does well to read that play and get it up for Graham. And Jacina's done well, and he's got Benedict with him over the line. Here's Benedict back toward Jacina, bounces wide of the cage, and everyone stops and will come back the other way. Sheffield have it. That's a loose pass, loose control at least. And it goes under the stick of Wild, and all he can do is knock it down the near side. Eddie on it. Cone back there as well, and it's Cone who gets the puck. Down the centre of the ice. Going to be jumped on and carried into the zone, but offside on the play. Here's Michael Thorny. Reminding your referee tonight is Dean Smith. This is a standalone Challenge Cup tie between the Nottingham Panthers and the Sheffield Steelers, the first of the season. Tonight's game sponsored by FM Sudafix. Face off outside the Panthers zone. It's won by Lawrence again. Been good in the circle tonight is Chris Lawrence. Here's Barroom for Nottingham. The defenseman bringing it forward. Robinson had to shorten his stick, then lost his footing momentarily. Here's Dowd for the Steelers over the line, puts the brakes on, waits for help, then he loses his footing to the amusement of the home crowd. Both fan bases get a little something to cheer. There's a bad bounce off the end balls. It benefits Nottingham in the end. Could, of course, have gone the other way very easily. But Barroom is able to control. And the former captain of the Allen Americans and Kelly Cup winner just keeps possession for the moment. Panthers finishing off a line change. Long pass from Lee. Great pass. Picked up by Mosey, who will drive backhanded down the outside. Puck is in the net and Panthers take the lead. Lawrence it is at the back post after Mosey drove round the outside. Doyle makes the first stop, can't make the second, and it's Chris Lawrence who opens the scoring in the Panthers-Sheffield rivalry for the new season. Panthers 1, Sheffield 0.
That's just a great breakout pass, and then Mosey's so fast and he beats the D-man, and Lawrence driving the net, and it's an easy goal.
You said the first goal would be important, Robert Farmer. How does Sheffield react now?
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, again, like I say, we got the momentum now, and that's a big thing. When you have the momentum in a game, you can, especially in this rink with a crowd like this, we can push on for another goal, and hopefully the momentum stays with us.
We're back on the way with Nottingham winning another face-off. Perron it was. Confirmation of the goal as Mosey in the corner again. Lawrence it is, given the goal. Mosey is dancing out the corner, shooting. Boxall trying to corral it down and get the shot away. He's not able to. Nice bit of skill. Confirmation of the goal there as Mosey almost came up with a bit more magic. He's a defenseman, don't forget, who's been pushed forward thanks to a couple of his injuries.
He's so fast, it's such an advantage, and look at how fast he is getting up on the play.
Oh, that was Perron who put the shot into the glove with Mosey there as well. And then there was a shot at Mosey there, I think from Didio Meaty perhaps, as he made his way off the ice, the number 84 for the Steelers.
Yeah, he's just trying to get a spark for his team, maybe go to someone into a fight, but unless we have to, we're winning the game, probably not a great idea to do that right now.
So Nottingham 1, Sheffield 0. 5 minutes gone in the second period. Owen Bradley and Robert Farmer, your commentary team tonight. Game sponsored by FM Sudafix. Sheffield trying to get it out of their zone, but it's kept in at least for the moment by Bruce Graham. Steelers get possession back. Here's Eddie up the centre of the ice. Nice play over to the far side. Shot is deflected across the top of the Panthers slot and helped away toward Lee. Lee for Benedict. Panthers streaming forward. Here's Benedict. Went for the 5-hole. Doyle closed the legs, made the stop. Panthers keep it in. Throw it back toward goal where Jacina picks it up in the corner. Up for Wild. Saved by Doyle in front but not held. Bounces wide for Cone to bring it away. Gives it to Fretta. Colton Fretta. Drop pass for Hay. Intercepted by Nottingham and Robinson turns into the referee who hops out of the way. Panthers go for the long breakout pass toward Lakovic. Knocked into the corner by the Sheffield man. Lakovic driving out of the corner. Squirming through and finding Barroom. Tipped in front by Robinson, wide of the mark. Panthers though were building momentum again after that opening goal. Mistake from the Sheffield end. Robinson for Nottingham. Behind the net for Lawrence, the goal scorer. Up to Barroom. Stefan on the shot. Just caught it with the heel of his stick. But again, good movement from the Panthers, who have it with Landry. Great pass up for Mosey, who's going to get help through Lawrence. Lawrence holding on. Now Schmidt firing. Saved by Doyle. Puck pops out. Lawrence goes for it on the backhand. Back to his feet again. Knocked off it behind the play. Uses that long reach to keep it moving. Lawrence, puck still under him. Being held by the Steelers man, surely. And in the end, he ends up with his stick on the floor, one glove on the floor, and then he throws the second in the end on the floor in frustration. But it is the Steelers man who will go to the box. What strength from Chris Lawrence. Yeah,
that's a great shift again. It's from another great breakout pass, and Laurel gets it behind net, and he's a real strong guy, and they end up having to take penalties. We've got some big forwards, and they're hard to contain down low, guys like Lawrence and Perron, and they end up drawing a lot of penalties.
The Panthers will go back to the power play. Had some decent possession in the first period, weren't able to find a way through. But now with 7 minutes gone in the second, they'll get another chance with the extra man. They lead by a goal to nil. Here at the National Ice Centre, it's Perron to take the draw and wins it again. Jacina waiting for things to open up, throws it to the back post towards Bruce Graham. He couldn't control it, and Wild goes back with it in his own zone. Wild for Nottingham to Jacina. Knocks it into the path of Benedict. 3 Steelers around him. He feathers it past one and tries to chase it into the corner himself. Nottingham come out with a puck with Jacina. Backhanded into the corner for Benedict. Back for Jacina. Over for Graham. Settles it for Wild. Gives it back to Graham. Benedict wants it. Graham goes for the shot. Short side top corner. Wide, but kept in the zone by Wild. Wild again. Tipped in front, close in front by Perron. Puck still not loose. Referee's blown his whistle. We can still see it from up here. I think the referee has just apologised perhaps to the Panthers players. He couldn't see it from his side. There's a cheeky little attempt in front from Max Perron.
Yeah, it was a great play by Cody Wild too, and again another great chance on the power play. It's gonna come on the power play. I think we're getting some good chances.
Shots on goal in the first period, by the way, 13 all. So would suggest an even period, which it was. Panthers had the breakthrough in the second through Chris Lawrence, who will take the draw now. Former Salzburg player. It's Boxall in the corner. Gave it to Lawrence, who stumbled and then did fall over second time. He's done well to hold on to it for the moment. Here's Steve Lee for the Panthers. Gives it to Robinson. What can Robinson do? Over to the far side. Gets it back from Lawrence, who goes toward the net, almost stumbled again. Gets it back post, Lawrence settles it, fanned on the shot, then loses his footing, gets back to his feet, keeps possession. Might need Adam Goodrich to have a look at those skates when he gets off the ice, Chris Lawrence. He's not been too sure-footed for the last few moments. Might get a chance here, though, as Lakovic brings it in, puts the brakes on. Lakovic, nice pass for Lee. Lee down low for Lawrence, tried to find the back post where Robinson was waiting. Robinson will get it now. Protects it so well, Robinson, and comes away. He's got space. Lawrence back post, right back across through the paint. Doyle was beaten if he had gone short side. Panthers about to see the power play expire. Lawrence might get one more chance, puts it off the base of the net short side. Here's Robinson, now down, jumps on it. Panthers have got two defensemen there, but it's a 3-on-2 as Sheffield bring it away to the trailing man. Roy shots, saved by Kowalski, diving play on the backhand by the Panthers men. Desperate defending, and it's kept out. Incredible piece of play by the Panthers defenseman. Kowalski involved as well. He lost his stick but got it back. Game-saving moves from the Panthers team. And what about that, Robert Farmer?
That's just courageous. That's great defending there. I mean, desperate team, showing we're desperate to win the game, and that's a huge save. That's a huge moment. We got the momentum again, and it's a huge moment.
Panthers still pressing. Here's Benedict. He's got Graham behind him. Benedict trying to go for it out of midair. Still keeps the puck. Chopped down in the corner. Penalty coming against the Steelers. It's been a fantastic second frame so far for Nottingham. They've got in front. And rewind the tape, folks. Go back and look at that passage of play as Craig Kowalski goes over to the Panthers bench out of your shot. The penalty is called against the Steelers. It's Jason Hewitt who will sit down. But that play, Robert Farmer, it's as good as a goal. It's maybe better than a goal in some ways.
It's a hugely different game at 1-1 right now, and I think it was Barroom. That's an unbelievable block. I mean, Killer makes a great first save, and then the D-man are helping him out too. It's definitely a positive. And now we've got another power play to try and take advantage of, and hopefully we can. And 2-0's a lot different from 1-1.
Panthers with the momentum, as Robert Farmer says. Can they capitalise here? It's Graham trying to find a way through. Doyle bounces off the defenseman. Sheffield's turn for a bit of bravery at the back end. Here's Wild. Benedict. Back for Wild. Over for Jacina. Wild again. They're trying to tee up Benedict at the back post. Wild drills it, padded up into the netting by Doyle. Not sure what the penalty was on Hewitt in the end. Hoping Steve might mime the penalty for me. Two minutes for shrugging, according to Steve, the cameraman. Panthers on the power play, that's the important thing. 1:35 to go on the penalty to Jason Hewitt. And it's Chris Lawrence to take the draw against Thorny. Panthers have won it again. They're dominant in the circle tonight. Kept in at the blue line. Missed by Mosey, but it'll come for Lakovic. Robinson. Robinson in the corner. Lakovic wants to give it him back, instead holds on. Robinson again, working that seam, working that corner. It's up for Lee. Lee. Lawrence! Off the netting short side. Panthers fans on that far side thought he'd scored. Here's Lee. He drives it straight into Doyle, who holds on. Pushing and shoving in front as you'd expect, involving Evan Mosey. Chris Lawrence has had a couple of those now. Yeah, he's so close to a second goal.
Yeah, he's getting closer. That's a great power play, great pass by Steve, and yeah, it's just unlucky. He's just missed the net by an inch.
What can Jared Adams say to his players there? Because it's what, the third time that play has left them exposed?
Well, I think obviously we've got Nathan Robinson on the other side, who I would imagine he's identified as a danger man. So maybe he's playing that side. I have no idea. But yeah, Laura's had a few attempts now. I think one more we might have it.
Well, here's Jacina with a chance perhaps. Couldn't quite control, throws it into the body of Doyle, who holds on. Panthers winning another face-off in the Steelers' end. They've been great in that department this evening. They already lead by a goal to nil. Tonight's game sponsored by FM Sudafix. Panthers still have 50 seconds and change of power play time. Perron to take the draw this time. Go straight back to Doyle. The Steelers do win a draw, but he'll hold on for another face-off. We'll do it all again. Panthers take the opportunity to change the line. And why not? This so-called second unit have been causing a lot of problems. Lawrence out there. Graham will take the draw. Graham wins the draw, of course. Here's Lee. Intercepted, though, by Dowd. He might be away. Robinson does well. Lakovitz there as well, putting pressure on. And Panthers are able to force him off the puck. Lee protects it. Panthers will have time to set up and create an opportunity. Robinson's carried over the line. Skips past Lawrence. Panthers won't mind that. Graham leaves it for Robinson. 20 seconds to go with the extra man. Lakovitz. Lee. Can see exactly what they're trying to do. Lawrence the target at this back post. Lawrence drills it straight into Doyle. He was across this time as Graham is wrestled in front. And maybe Robert Farmer that time they did learn to mark Chris Lawrence.
Yeah, well, still got a real good shot off. If he had that shot last time, it would have gone in.
Good point. It's a good point.
Yeah, it's working real well, and we're obviously getting a lot of chances now, and that penalty unit's been out a while, so they're going to be tiring a little bit, so hopefully we can take advantage of that.
Perron to take the draw for Nottingham. Not happy with the position of the Steelers man. Puck is under Perron's feet, comes out for Mosey. Mosey holding it. In the corner for Perron. Steelers about to get the man back. Here's Schmidt to Perron again. Down low for Mosey, tried to stuff it in short side. Steelers back to full strength. Oakford. Boxall in the corner for Nottingham. He's pushed into the boards. Steelers can't get it out as Oakford prodded it back in. Here comes Sheffield down the right-hand side, though. Blocked by the legs of Schmidt. Did well. And now Kowalski out behind the net to play the puck. Krakowski just not challenged by the Steelers players, and he's able to get it away. Sheffield offside at the blue line as Thorny it was. Tried to control and break through. 7:28 to go in the second. Still Panthers 1, Steelers 0. Barroom for Nottingham. Bounces off Phillips. Benedict has to go back. Here's Landry. Steelers offside for a moment, but they'll get the puck back at centre ice. Hewitt over the line. Hewitt in the corner. Puck goes over the top of the net. Bounces on the far side. Chopped at by Nottingham and out of the zone and won by Bruce Graham. Snaps it ahead for Benedict on his own. Saved by Doyle, not convincing. Jacina came in and waved a stick at it. He might get it back. Jacina tries to give it to Lawrence on the backhand. Doyle committed. Lawrence might still get the opportunity. Bounces clear on this side. Here's Barroom. Chris Lawrence finding everything tonight. Here he is again. Shot bounces up high. And back to him. Into the corner. It's controlled by Jacina. Wild this time lost his footing, but got the puck back. Gloved by Doyle. And Chris Lawrence is having one of those nights where the puck's finding him everywhere.
Yeah, he's had a lot of chances. He's playing really well, and it's a couple of great plays. It's a great pass by Juice, and Lauro nearly had it. He made a really nice move around the goal. He just didn't have the finish on the end, but lots of chances, and hopefully we can get that second one because while we're on top like this.
Well, Doyle is keeping his side in it at 1-0, has to be said. Steelers getting the puck off the face-off this time. And working it around to this near side. Miscontrolled again, though. Here's Robinson. Robinson drives down the outside, snaps a shot, which bounces High over the top. It's won by Lakovitz toward Robinson again. He's shoved off the puck, but it's Steve Lee who shoots into the body of Doyle. Again, a Steelers error. Panthers jump on it straight away, and they get a good opportunity. Corey Nielsen will be delighted with this.
Yeah, well, I think we're forcing the errors. We wanted to play a fast game this year, and I think we skate real well, and we force them to make mistakes, and then we just need to capitalize on one of these chances, and hopefully that'll help us.
Steelers win the face-off in their own zone. It's popped out and out of play. So the face-off's going to come back into the Steelers' end. They're not doing themselves any favours right now. Panthers 1, Steelers 0. Chris Lawrence with the goal, 5 minutes into the second period. Evan Mosey and Steve Lee the assists on the goal. Panthers come out with the puck from the draw. Boxall in the corner. Pops up to the blue line, kept in by Oakford. Boxall again. Perron is going deep, controls it. Skips away from his man in the corner. Might bring it down in front, trying to stuff it past Doyle. Keeps it out, and Sheffield will try to drive clear on the break with Fretta. Helped out by Oakford. Kowalski to play this one. Backhands it behind the cage. To Wild. Bounces off the heel of Bruce Gray, but to safety. And it's ahead for Boxall, who backhanded in and go for a line change. Steelers get away down the near side with Fretta. Jacina getting back at him and pushing him into the boards. Penalty coming in against Greg Jacina. Just put the shoulder on. Fretta went down. Looked like he did fall awkwardly into the boards. And boarding is the call. So Sheffield will get an opportunity. 5 to go in the second period. Panthers 1, Steelers 0. Game sponsored by FM Sulafix tonight. And Greg Jacina will take a seat in the Panthers penalty box.
It's an important penalty kill after all the chances we've had. It's important to kill this penalty because we don't let them back in the game after dominating how we have.
Probably the first proper look at the Steelers' power play. And a shortened one earlier in the game. After a 4-on-4, first shot of it is from Eddie, which is driven wide. Probably looking for the tip in front. Second shot fired through. Kowalski saves and hangs on. And that's 10 seconds gone already. You think Nottingham will be happy if they're going to stand right in the corner of the blue line and fire pucks in. Face off to the right of Kowalski, won by the Steelers. Hay has it at the blue line. Feathers it through. It moves in the air, deflected into the corner. Schmidt goes back to try and win it. Sheffield have it behind the net, but Mosey intercepts. Up to Hay. Hay over to the far side. Hay wants it back. It's kept over there and driven down low. Steelers carry it behind the net. Jumped on by Mosey, helped out of the zone, read the play nicely. Panthers relieve the pressure for the moment. Hay for Sheffield to bring it away. Driving down that far side is Thorny. Chipping into the zone. Thorny gets it back up to the blue line to Cone. Thorny again. Work to the goal line. It's Eddie. Trying to work the seam, but Boxall is there, and again, Nottingham read the play, get the stick in the passing lane and help the puck down the ice, getting a change on a couple of bodies. It's a loose pass from the Steelers. And icing call against Sheffield. Good kill from Nottingham.
Yeah, that's a great play by Boxy because that's a dangerous pass, and Boxy intercepted, made a great play, and yeah, hopefully we've got 30 seconds to go, and hopefully we can finish the kill.
Bruce Gray might get a chance. Short-handed, drills the shot at Doyle. He won't mind that, eating up more seconds at the right end of the ice as far as Nottingham are concerned. Steelers still on the power play for another 32 seconds till Jacina comes out of the box. Bruce Graham to take the draw. Sheffield have it in their own zone with Hay. Snaps it over to the far side. Bounced off the end boards. Picked up there by Baldwin. The defenseman pushed forward. In the corner, Panthers trying to win it with Schmidt. It's going to bounce up in the air. Puck held by Didio Meaty. Can't get it away to a teammate, and Panthers can clear it. Jacina's on his feet in the penalty box, and now he's back out on the ice. It's a good kill from Nottingham. Down for Sheffield, trying to drive around the outside. Good stick in from Jacina. Nottingham will bring it away. Jacina's got Robinson with him. He's got Wild as well. Jacina gets it back. Jacina for lack of it. It's intercepted and blocked in front, but not cleared first time by Sheffield. This second time, his bodies go flying behind the play. Here's Dowd. Lakovic did well to get back at him. Panthers might get an opportunity here as Lakovic picks it up. Dumps it into the corner. Lawrence is across there. Sheffield can fire it away. Hewitt carrying it forward. Shooting, deflects off Krakowski's shoulder. Second attempt from Hewitt. Hewitt attempts his top corner and Sheffield the level. Panthers couldn't clear the puck after a couple of opportunities. And the third time Sheffield jump on it. Fire it top corner past Kowalski, who could do a little about it in the end. And it's Panthers 1, Steelers 1 in the Challenge Cup. May have been Hewitt that got the final touch, but there's nothing Kowalski can do there, Robert Farmer.
No, it's just a rebound, and I think it's Jonathan Phillips. He got open in the middle and he made a nice shot. I mean, not much you can do about that. It's a good shot, and hopefully we can bounce back. We've had a great period so far. It's been a period we've dominated, so we need to keep going.
It is indeed Jonathan Phillips who gets the goal, the Steelers captain. And what can Panthers do in response in the final 2 minutes of this second period? Panthers 1, Steelers 1. Nottingham with good possession immediately. Mosey bumps into his teammate. Allows Sheffield to regain possession. Thrown ahead, all the way down the ice. No icing call as Barroom plays it in. Gets it out of danger to Landry. Has a bit of room. Perron, now Mosey. Mosey fires it through. Up and over the top. Sheffield bring it away down the left wing. Went for the attempted wraparound, not controlled in front. Might still be an opportunity. It's behind the net. Landry battling with Roy. Sheffield enjoying a bit of momentum. Panthers can't clear it out the zone. It's Hay. Missed by everyone behind the net. Mosey gets there. Mosey flips it up to halfway. Just trying to relieve some pressure into the final minute of the period. Steelers back over the Panthers line. Kowalski can't control. Jacina does well in the corner. Landry has it. The Panthers working out nicely. Jacina brings it down the near side boards. Popped away from him. Tries to win it back, Jacina. Holding up Phillips. Jacina gets it deep. Benedict goes in after it up against Baldwin. Graham's going to jump on the loose puck. Graham pushes one man away as if he's not there. Behind the net towards Benedict. Controls. Gets it round for Lakovic. 20 seconds to go in the period. Lakovic for Benedict. How Panthers would love to go into the second intermission up by a goal. Benedict. Schmidt has a bit of room. Down low for Lakovic again. They need to get the shot away. Fired wide of the net. 5 seconds to go as the puck pops up for Benedict. Needs to get the shot on goal as the buzzer goes. End of the second period. Panthers have dominated it. Panthers controlled most of it. But the scores are level at the end of the second. Brief thoughts, Robert Farmer.
Yeah, I played really well that period. It's a little unlucky with the goal they scored, but their goalie Doyle, he's played very well, and I think we're all set for a great third period.
Yep, third period coming up after 2. Panthers 1, Steelers 1. Well, welcome back to the third period. Panthers 1, Steelers 1 through 2. The shots on goal after 2, 30-21 in favour of the Panthers, which tells you everything about the second period they had in terms of puck possession, but the scoreline is 1-1. Nottingham not able to convert their chances. Owen Bradley and Robert Farmer in the commentary box this evening. We're back underway for the third. Panthers drift offside with Bruce Graham, so everyone has to tag up at the blue line. Nottingham's forwards go for a change. Steelers in the white coming down the ice, and Krakowski in the black jersey of Nottingham makes the first save of the period. Delicately poised game with the score at 1-1. A reminder, it was Chris Lawrence for Nottingham and Jonathan Phillips for Sheffield getting them level. Steelers running the face-off in the Nottingham end. It's Baldwin. Fanned on the shot, knocked away from him by Lakovitz. He will drive forward. He's still got another man to beat. He knocks it around the outside and tries to go around his man. Keeps possession, Lakovitz. Great footwork as well from him. Nottingham forced out of the zone, but keep possession. Barroom over to Landry. Back to Barroom. Up to Lakovitz again. This time Baldwin keeps it away from him successfully. Then there's a fan clearing attempt. Second time it works. And it's another long, lazy start to a period. Now here's Boxall trying to inject some pace. Boxall drives around the outside, went for the backhand. Doyle stopped it, it bobbled, he jumped on it. And we'll have our first stoppage, 1:11 in. Robert Farmer alongside. A bit like the first goal of the game. The next goal is going to be so important. 1-1 going into the third.
Yeah, well, especially at this stage of the game. I mean, you score a goal, the other team's got to chase the game. It changed the whole complexion of the game. I don't think either team's going to want to give it up, and we'll see how it goes. It might be a cagey period, or it could blow open. I'm not sure which way.
Here comes Sheffield over the Nottingham blue line. Getting back is Perron, slaps it away. Icing coming against the Panthers. So puck will come all the way back down the ice. Tonight's game sponsored by FM Sudafix. And the puck is back in the Panther zone. Face off to the left of Craig Kowalski. Mosey, Boxall and Perron, the Panthers forward line. Steelers win the draw. Bounces wide of the cage and behind the net. Landry engages with Hill. Saric jumping in there. Panthers digging away. Panthers man lost his footing. It was Oakford. It's worked back up to the blue line. Shot towards goal. He's going to deflect and come for Phillips in the corner. The goal scorer for Sheffield tonight. Knocked away from him. Kept in by the Steelers. Bounces off a Panthers man. Still coming forward as Sheffield. Played in the corner towards Hewitt. He missed it. Schmidt comes in with a strong shoulder and Panthers get it away. Mosey gives it to Perron. Panthers starting to change behind the play. Mosey trying to win it back. Roy takes it out of danger. Panthers complete their line change. Steelers start one. It's up with Roy again. Into the zone. Backhand is wide on the short side from Thorny. Loose pass jumped on by Nottingham. Wild ahead for Jacina. Jacina shoots from distance into the glove of Doyle. They'll be happy enough with that to get a face-off in the Steelers' end and trying to establish themselves down there once more. 17:29 to go in the game. Challenge Cup game tonight. A trophy that the Steelers have never won. It has been owned by Nottingham for the last 5 seasons. Incredible record in this competition, the Panthers. Lakovic has the puck. Tried to throw it at goal. It hit Lawrence. Here's Robinson. Back to Lakovic. Went for the shot short side. Doyle makes a second stop as well. And then the net comes off its moorings as Lawrence is engaged with the Steelers man down there.
Another good opportunity for the Panthers starting the period. I think I look to do the same thing in the second period, assert the dominance and hopefully put them past him this time.
There's not been a spell in this game where Nottingham have really been penned in, is there? They've been on the front foot pretty much for the whole, 43 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, 30 shots through 2 periods and had 3 or 4 in the first couple of minutes of this period. It's definitely been, the chance have been there, and it's hopefully one goes past him. We've been the more dominant team and need to keep going.
Face off outside the Steelers zone. Sheffield win it, take the puck back into their territory, but under their possession. It's Baldwin into the corner, wraps it around the boards, misses everyone. This will be icing against the Steelers. Face-off in the Steelers zone. Benedict trying to bring it away from the face-off. Sheffield do, and it's Didio Meaty flinging it across the ice. Wild engages. Sheffield kick it free and keep it moving. It's up to the blue line. Hay fires it at goal. Loose in front of Kowalski. Turned away by Wild. Throwing back at goal. Kowalski jumps on the loose puck. Great piece of net minding. Won't go down as a save for the second opportunity, but the puck right there on the stick. Kowalski able to grab it before the shot came in. It's a bit like a football sweeper, isn't it? You were talking earlier about the way he controls the puck, but the way he steps into the play as well.
Yeah, he's so important back there. Like I said earlier, no other goalie in the league can do what he can do back there, and the way he plays the puck, the way he gets the pucks that the other goalies don't, it's such a big help, and it helps the defense out so much. I mean, the difference when he's in and he's not is huge for the defenseman especially. Great
breakout from Nottingham. It's going to be brought away by Robinson. Flipped ahead for Lakovic. Lakovic is going to get help. From a wide angle, got the shot onto the pad of Doyle. He was looking for that. He was looking for the rebound. No one able to jump on it. The Panthers all then hassle and harry back to put pressure on Sheffield. Thomas wraps it around the end boards with no one ahead of him. And it's controlled behind the net by Nottingham. 4 minutes gone in the third period. Still 1-1 at the National Ice Centre. Here's Lakovic. Controlled by Landry. Handed off to Barroom. Picked up by Mosey at the blue line. He's got Boxall ahead of him. He's got help at the far side. Wins the puck back off the deflection from the netminder's skates. Mosey will then get the legs going again into the corner. Tries to finish his hit. Steelers are just struggling to get it out for a second, but they come away with Colton Fretta down the far side into the zone. Had a trailing man in Cone. Puck bounces over to Perron. Nottingham think they're away down the near side, but the play's going to come all the way back as the net is off its moorings. Evan Mosey, the defenseman, looks completely at home going forwards.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's an offensive defenseman anyway, but with his speed, it's not tough for him to get up and down the ice, and he makes chances by being as fast as he is, which is it's obviously what you try and do as a forward, and he's doing a great job of it.
Sheffield won the face-off. Almost 5 gone in the third. Panthers 1, Steelers 1. Dowd at the Nottingham blue line. Jacina got his skates in the way. Scrappy for a moment, then Graham jumps on it. Here's Wild. Loose at the Steelers blue line. Here's Jacina. Benedict. Shot from Lee. Bounces wide. Behind the net with Graham. Graham in front for Benedict. He got his stick to the puck, but he couldn't quite turn it in. Here's Wild. Jacina alone in front, can't find the way through Doyle. Great play from Nottingham this. Here's Wild again. Bounces through Jacina's stick this time. And Sheffield can't get it out the zone. Kept in. Lee turns it past one man. He'll get to it first the second time as well. There are Sheffield players back there this time though. Jacina in the corner. Lee looking for help. Might get it from Wild. Back post. Wild shoots wide. Wild again. There's a couple of loose sticks out on the ice as Lee gets it. Drives it straight at the defenseman's legs. Here's Graham. Graham this time. He fancies his chances. Loose puck. Brandon Benedict. Right on the doorstep. Fed a goal from Bruce Graham. Wild in front. And the loose puck comes to Brandon Benedict too with an open goal. Slams the puck home and Nottingham have a deserved lead in this third period. Panthers 2, Steelers 1.
That's just a fantastic shift in the offensive zone. I mean, that was a good minute in the offensive zone, and the end of it, the chance comes and Benny puts it away.
Seeing Brandon Benedict score so many goals like that where it almost looks as if he waits at the back post for the loose puck, but he works so hard in that shift, doesn't he?
It's a huge skill getting open, and Benny always seems to be open in front of the net. It's a great skill, and he ends up putting a lot of goals in around that area.
Panthers with their tails up now. Here comes Robinson around the outside. Loose puck flashes across goal. Barroom put it back into the mix. Sheffield are able to try and skate it away. Panthers intercepted at the line with Robinson. Great play from Robinson. Loses his footing, goes down, put the puck towards goal. Still not away from the Steelers. Now they get it out of the zone, but only as far as Barroom. Panthers deserve this lead. Here's Robinson again. Flips it over the top toward Lakovitz. And the crowd back in it as well. 13 to go in the Challenge Cup. Panthers Steelers. Bad bounce off the end boards, dealt with by Landry. Mosey goes back for Landry. Ahead for Perron. He will chip it into the zone and go for a chase. Perron behind the net. Boxall now. Boxall does well, finds some space, plays it in front, shot from Schmidt, saved by Doyle. He's not sure where it is. It's in the kit, the whistle goes, and it's another great shift from the Panthers.
Yeah, it's a great play by Max getting in deep, and then Boxall makes a great play, and Schmidt had a good shot, it's a good save again, but yeah, we're coming, and hopefully we can get that insurance goal and make it a little easier on ourselves.
Face off in the Steelers zone, won by Nottingham. Sheffield do well to jump on it though, and Didio Meaty will get it away down the near side. Gets it back, shoots a goal. Kowalski helps it into the glove and holds on. Nice and solid from the Panthers netminder. Panthers win the draw. Lawrence drops it into the corner off the face-off. Won by the Steelers, though, who have it behind the net. Lawrence got in with his skate. Bounces into the corner. Sheffield winning again, and Lawrence had a bit of a tap, and penalty coming against the Steelers as it bounces right across the net. Across the crease, rather. Penalty coming. It is Chris Lawrence who will take his seat. Important next 2 minutes for the Panthers. They lead 2-1. But they have Chris Lawrence in the box. So Sheffield will have an opportunity on the power play, 5-on-4. Latchlip to take the draw for the Steelers, wins it. It was Thorny rather. Puck's now on this near side. Up to the blue line. Controlled by Eddie. Fretta gets it back. Went for the shot through traffic. Barroom got his body in the way. Panthers have flipped it clear to the far side. Steelers will keep it in. Fretta again in the corner. Good play by Perron, who adjusted his body quickly to get back there, but the clearance doesn't get out of the zone. This one will, as Barroom gets there, clears it. Panthers go for a line change. And you see there the difference between the two netminders. Kowalski would have fired that one down the near side. Instead, Sheffield have to wait for Doyle. Sheffield look offside of the line, nothing given. Kowalski out there to knock the puck on. It's up to Cone at the blue line. Doesn't deal with it decisively. Graham tries to get it away. Mosey can't get it away. Blocked to the near post by Schmidt. That's a good play. And that one will bounce and bobble out of the zone and over the blue line. Minute gone already on the penalty. Mosey jumps on this loose puck and fires it long. Lakovitz protects the near side. Just coming into your shot now. Steelers bring it away. On the power play, remember, but 2-1 down. Latchlip has it. He's pushed into the boards. Landry digs for it. Punched into the corner. Jumped on by Barroom. Steelers will try to kick it loose. Barroom will try to help it around the boards and need a bit of time. He does really well. Barroom still protecting it behind the net. Keeps it moving. Landry gets in there. Picked up by Lakovitz. He takes his time on it, looks around and throws it down the ice straight at Doyle. Great kill by Nottingham as Lawrence comes out of the box now. Very good 2 minutes from the Panthers, who then force a mistake. The icing call is waved off. The linesman down below has already cut across the ice to call it, but here come Nottingham down the left-hand side into the zone. Boxall, Doyle is forced to play it. Boxall behind the net, trying to find Perron in front. Mosey comes across. Boxall might pick it up. Perron misses it. Lee puts it straight back in. 10 minutes to go. Panthers 2, Steelers 1. Picked up by Wild in the zone. Wild waits for support. Will get it. Into the zone toward Mosey. Wild again. And Wild for a third time. Lawrence. Mosey. Shot deflects off Saric up in the air. Loose in the corner. Kept in again by Wild. Flips it over to the near side boards. Mosey's been out there for an awful long time, but he's still skating. Robinson, Lee, some space for Wild. Chance here, Wild drills it, hits Mosey in the backside. Wild keeps it in again. It's Mosey again, but he'll control this one. Mosey, Wild, drills it, hits the Steelers man, might be a foot race here. Wild has got the speed to get back, and the diving play does really well, and Lee mops up. Cody Wild's had a fantastic shift, Robert Farber.
Yeah, that was a great shift, keeping the puck in the zone and had a lot of offensive pressure, some good chances again. It just didn't end up in the net, but at the same time, it's sapping them. It's taking time off the clock, and hopefully we can get that third one.
Bit of a loose play from Wild that time. Steelers might get a chance. Shot away, bounces off the back of the cage. Fretta gets hit. It's loose. It's stuck, in fact, in the netting, so we'll get a whistle. 8:27 to go. Panthers 2, Steelers 1. The first meeting between these teams of the new season. We're back underway. Steelers have it. Flipped into the zone. Kowalski lets this one bounce and watches it. Schmidt goes across. Benedict in the corner as well. Kicked free. Schmidt gives his man a shove. Benedict jumps on the loose puck. Panthers will drive clear. Here's Jacina near side. Shot from Oakford is padded away by Doyle, who then down below us. The Steelers man took a shot at Oakford after the play. Oakford was down on the ice, lost his stick. The Steelers man took a shot anyway, and it's a silly penalty for the Steelers to take.
It's a great play by Oakford getting up the ice. He's playing great at the moment. It's a great play, and Schmidt's involved right now.
Yeah, just off the camera, Schmidt and Steelers man both tied up with each other. The referee's in quickly to break that one up, but Sam Oakford, as you say, got down the ice really well.
Yeah, he's a good skater, and he got up the ice. He had a great shot, and he's played a really good game today, and draws an important penalty. This could go a long way to winning the game if we can score on this power play.
It's Colton Fretta who, with a lapse of judgment, took the shot at Sam Oakford, goes to the box for the next 2 minutes. Panthers onto the power play. Robinson, near side. Robinson back for Lee. Lawrence at the back post. We've seen this before. Lee again. Lee for Lawrence, drills it wide. Robinson in tight. Kept in by Lee at the line. Lawrence at the back post. Robinson. Lee to drill it. Deflects over the top. Boxall it is, who's busying himself in front. Takes a shot behind the play as well. Loose puck comes across the zone. I guess that would be your spot, would it, where Boxy is tonight, Robert Farmer?
Yeah, that's where I've been playing, but I got a broken foot, so so Boxy's doing a great job there. Obviously, he's getting himself in, making himself a presence.
Lawrence at the back post again, got the shot away. Doyle has to save it. Nottingham not scoring, but what they are doing is keeping Sheffield in their own end, and as Robert Farmer was saying, sapping some energy away from the Steelers with every single shift.
Hockey's a hard game when you're chasing it. When you're chasing the game, you have to do that a little bit extra. It's not just okay to dump the puck in the zone. You have to try and make plays. It's a much harder game when you're behind, and especially when a team like the Panthers is coming like we are. It's a real tough game to play.
Well, puck comes out. Wild will get it at the blue line. Here's Graham. Wraps it around the end boards. Jacina jumps on it. Does well. Buys himself a few inches out on the ice. Jacina again. In deep. Graham can't get there at the back post. Panthers man is pushed to the ice and held there for a moment. Graham's got it back. Graham. Wild. Drills it. Doyle out to challenge. Puck still loose. Perron puts it wide of the net. Benedict. The battle continues in front of the net. There's a penalty coming against the Steelers. Here's Benedict, who's had a look. Puck is loose in front. Graham tries to get there. Perron, I think, took the shot right in the glove. And another penalty against the Steelers. Panthers are going to get 30 seconds of 5-on-3 power play time here.
It's a little bit of an undisciplined penalty from their team, and we've got to take advantage of this now with 6 minutes to go. But it's a great power play again. Like I said earlier, it can really ruin your momentum when you have a bad power play. It can be a terrible thing, give the other team a bit of extra juice, but instead our power play's been great tonight without scoring.
A slight delay here. You wonder whether Corey Nielsen's called the timeout, the way he's busying himself with his clipboard down on the bench, and Craig Kowalski is casually leaning on the boards over there. And your shot now. There really is quite a delay down there on the ice. And finally, the timeout is called. So this is Corey Nielsen drawing up the play and saying to his players, this is where you win the game.
Yeah, well, Corey's obviously identified it as a really important part of the game, and he obviously, if we get a goal on this 5-on-3 here, it's a two-goal game with 6 minutes to go, and I think we'd back ourselves any day of the week to hold that. But obviously, we've got a long way to go still.
So Sheffield will have 3 men for the next 30 seconds, unless Panthers score. At that point, Colton Fretta will come out of the box, but then there'll be another 90 seconds of Panthers power play time again, unless Nottingham score. So it's a good opportunity for Nottingham this. Even if they don't get anything, they'll be inside the final 5 minutes with a 2-1 lead. And Sheffield tied after all their time on the penalty kill. Sheffield win the first face-off and clear it down the ice. That's their first job done. Steve Lee for Nottingham. Here's Robinson. Now Lawrence. Back for Robinson. Lee drills it, saved by Doyle into the corner. 10 seconds to go on the 5-on-3. Here's Lee again for Robinson. Robinson back for Lee. Lawrence back post, fanned on the attempted pass. Lee picks it up, Steelers back to 4 men. Panthers still with the opportunity. Here's Lee. Robinson drills it, hits the defenseman. Lee at the blue line once more. Robinson over to the far side. Lawrence got the shot away, diving save by Doyle. Great save. And it wasn't Lawrence back there, it's Jacina who's drifted to the back post. Sheffield can't clear it. Here's Graham. Lee, all along the ice, deflects into the corner. Lawrence can't get it up to the blue line and Sheffield can skate it away. Kept to the outside. Puck bounces off the side of the net. Sheffield still there perhaps with the opportunity, short-handed. They're going to steer it all the way back down the ice. 40 seconds to go on the penalty to Phil Hill. We're now inside the final 5 minutes of the game as Kowalski controls it. Bounces it off the boards for Wild. Here's Lakovitz. Nottingham zone. It skips off the boards and thought the whistle would have gone after it hit the netting, but nothing given. And this time it will make its way out into the crowd. Again, Robert, great opportunities for Nottingham, but they can't quite slam one in.
Yeah, Doyle's having a good game. He's made some big saves. I mean, that's a great save on the power play on the back door there. But again, lots of good chances. That's a real positive sign.
Face off to the left of Doyle. Referee just picking a bit of debris up off the ice. 16 seconds to go on the penalty. Sheffield clear it out after winning the face-off. Phil Hill gets to his feet in the box. And as Robinson wraps it around the boards, he's going to step out of the penalty box now. So we're back to 5-on-5. Sheffield kill off the power plays and bring it away. And offside at the blue line. Sheffield there offside immediately after the face-off, so we'll try again. 4:17 to go. Panthers win the draw with Perron decisively. Now it's Boxall. Drills the shot at Doyle, he holds on. Steelers win the draw. It's back with Eddie. Worked up the ice, drop pass. Eventually picked up by a Steelers man. Who, with a teammate lying across the blue line, goes offside. 3:58 to go. You always expect a wave from Sheffield, a challenge from them. We've not seen it yet.
Well, I think we played a very good game, and we played how we wanted to play, and they had chances. They've had some chances, particularly the first period. I think it was a very even period, but since then we've really kicked on, and we've had a lot more power plays than them. So we've had the momentum that way, and we've managed to keep it.
Here's Landry for the Panthers down the near side, prods it past the Steelers man and went to pick it up himself. Benedict has dropped into the blue line to cover for him. Landry gets back now and tries to glove that one out of danger. It's bouncing at the blue line. Graham in there, Jacina in there. Here's an opportunity. Benedict and Jacina, 2-on-1. Defenseman goes down, work towards the back post. Penalty's going to come against the Steelers as two players roll over each other. Jacina and Benedict went in 2-on-1. And as Jacina tried to get, I think he was going for the shot in the end, he was impeded. So Panthers will get another opportunity on the power play.
Yeah, another good play by Juice, and managed to get a 2-on-1 and real close to scoring.
And the Steelers man, as he takes his seat in the box, Gord Baldwin with some choice words for Dean Smith, the referee down there. So Panthers on the power play again. Sheffield can't get it out of the zone, at least not straight away. Boxall goes down, and now Sheffield can get it out. Only as far as Steve Lee. Drops it for Robinson. Robinson for Lakovitz. 4 Panthers circling that goal. Lakovitz now skates it away. Sheffield are changing. Lakovitz has gone through them and then goes down. Nothing given. Sheffield then looking for the long play down the ice. Panthers get back there. Lakovitz on it again. Robinson over the line. Puts the brakes on. Waits for help. Has Lakovitz with him. Lee all along the ice. Robinson back post, can't find it. Lakovitz. Bouncing puck that Lawrence can't deal with. Steve Lee's stick broke on the play. Boxall in the corner. Gets it up for Lawrence. Here's Wild. He'll drill it. Not dealt with by Doyle. Wasn't sure where it is off the rebound. It's kept in again by Wild. Lawrence thought about the shot. Changed his mind. Wild hopes it over for Lakovitz near side. Worked in front for Boxall. He can't get the shot away. Wild again, drills it, saved by Doyle, not dealt with, backhand, loose up in the air. Helped away by someone as we go into the final 2 minutes, and Steelers might have a chance short-handed. Here's Roy, drills it, deflects up into the netting, and we will have a whistle. So 20 seconds to go on the penalty, 1:47 to go in the game. Robert Farmer, what happened when Rob Lakovitz went down? Because no penalty given either way.
That happened. I mean, I don't know. I thought it was a penalty, but we just had a 5-on-3, so maybe he didn't want to give another one. But I think if it's a 5-on-5, he probably calls that penalty. But he's reffing the game a little, I think. But
well, Panthers still on the power play here. 1:47 to go in the game. They lead 2-1. This game sponsored by FM Sudafix this evening. Panthers have won the draw and kept possession. Smart play by Benedict. Now it's with Schmidt. Bounced off the boards. Benedict can't get there. Sheffield get the puck back. They're about to get their man out of the box as well and be back to full strength. Schmidt comes across. Sheffield are back to full strength now. We'll look for Doyle to go to the bench. Shot comes in. Loose in front. Picked up by Benedict in the corner. Bounces it off the glass and out of play. 1:14 to go. Now Schmidt comes together with a Steelers man. Some words had in the corner again. Roy is there as well. Schmidt thinking about it. Every single Steelers player almost has come across to that corner. But a cool head from Brian Schmidt, man who played in Austria and Norway last season.
yeah, Schmidt is a great teammate. He's a great defender, and he's just sticking up for himself there, letting him know that we're not going to have that. 1:14 to go. We've got to hold on here.
So faceoff's going to come outside the Panthers zone. Perron, Mosey, Lakovitz the forward line, Lee and Barroom the defenseman. We'll keep an eye on the Steelers net to see whether Doyle will make his escape. Panthers have won the draw. Lakovitz went down. This one is a penalty. Fretta who will go. It's tripping against Rob Lakovitz. And now there's some pushing and shoving from Roy, who's not happy with the young Panther. But the penalty's gone against the Steelers. Lakovitz and Roy continuing to have a couple of words. And this is where the rivalry builds, isn't it, Robert Farmer?
Yeah, I mean, they're obviously a frustrated team at the moment, and Roy's not happy with something. I have no idea.
Well, Fretta's not happy either in the box. But with 1:11 to go in the game and the Steelers 2-1 down, they now want the penalty kill once again. Doyle's just waved to his bench to ask his coach, Jared Adams, whether he wants him to come out. And I think Adams has just said, don't bother, just leave it. Don't look. We're underway. Panthers on the power play. Looking for a goal that would absolutely kill this one dead with a minute to go in the game. They're already 2-1 up. Lawrence is pushed off it. It's right on the blue line. Kept in. Graham. Robinson in the back post, can't turn it in. Robinson trying to win it back and will win it back. Robinson ahead for Graham. All on his own. Up against Doyle. Goes down under a challenge. Another penalty coming against the Steelers. And Lakovitz involved again down there with Roy, I think. He's getting pushed and shoved and tapped from all sides is Robert Lakovitz. Cone goes down, takes a seat in the box. I mean, from the defenseman's point of view, it's probably a challenge he has to make, or the score is 3-1 and the game is done.
Yeah, it's a goal-saving play. It's a great, I mean, Robert's an unbelievable play by him to strip him of the puck, and Brucey's a well-known goal scorer. You don't give Brucey those chances, and they didn't, and now we've got a 5-on-3 for the last 41 seconds, and hopefully we can kill it off.
We'll certainly be asking Robert Lakovitz what he did to upset so many people down there this evening.
Well, I think if they'd have been after him like that in the second period, I think it would have been a different situation in the second period if they'd have been coming after him. But good discipline by the team, and hopefully we can kill this one off now.
So Panthers 5-on-3. Graham kicks it loose toward Robinson. He keeps the puck so well, Nathan Robinson. Has it again now. Up for Lee. Panthers can just keep this and they've won the game, but they'll want another one. Here's Robinson. Back post. Up to Lee again. Panthers toying with them now. Lee. Robinson. 15 to go in the game. Lee. Robinson again. Robinson with a loose pass. Sheffield might get one chance. 10 seconds to go. Lee comes across, puts the pressure on, pushes his man behind the net. Robinson then gets it. Panthers bring it away. And as Lawrence jumps on it, the buzzer goes. He puts it in the net anyway. The hoot is already gone, but that will do us. Panthers it is, who draw first blood in the Sheffield-Nottingham rivalry this season. It continues right up to the buzzer as well. The Steelers players not happy that Lawrence danced through and put it in the net anyway. One of their number has been sent straight to the dressing room. And we said before the game, Robert Farmer, about rivalries developing. I think we've got one already based on this. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, we played a great game tonight. They're a frustrated team, and at the end, we saw how frustrated they were, and we capitalised. It's a great win.
Handshakes in the final hooter. We'll stay with you for the Man of the Match awards, but from myself, Owen Bradley, and Robert Farmer, that's it for this evening. Game sponsored by FM Sudafix. The Panthers have beaten the Steelers in the Challenge Cup. Final score, Panthers 2, Steelers 1.
I'll be with you again soon.